Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today we will talk about female and male genital organ. Let's start with female genital organ. The female genital organ and external genital organ. Genital organ include two ovaries, two uterine tube, uterus, and vagina. What are differences between these two views? This is the sagittal section, and here is coronal section. Again, the internal female genital organ include ovary, uterine tube, uterus, and vagina. The first part, it is named ovary. This ovary is oval shaped and located in the lateral wall of the pelvis, as you see in the previous image. The ovary contains numbers of the ova, where it is stored and grow. The functions of the ovary include production of the ova and production of female sex hormone. The female sex hormone include two hormones, which are estrogen and testosterone. Here is a transverse section of the ovary under microscope. You see here is the ovary grow inside the ova until release from the surface of the ovary. So this is the first function of the ovary, production of the ova. Another function, as we mentioned before, production of female sex hormone. This sex hormone include progesterone, which is produced by this yellowish structure, and estrogen, which produced by this growing follicle. The second part of female genital organ include uterine tube. This uterine tube, as you see here, extends from the ovary to the uterus. Here is uterine tube. This uterine tube divided into four parts. The lateral part known as infundibulum, this infundibulum has finger-like process, as you see, it looks like the finger, and it is known as fimbriae. So this part known as infundibulum, and this finger-like process, it is known as fimbriae. The second part and the most dilated part of the most dilated part of the uterine tube known as ampulla. The narrowest part here known as isthmus, and the part that piercing the uterus known as intramural part or intramural part or uterine part. So the four part again: infundibulum, ampulla, isthmus, intramural or uterine part. The function of the uterine tube are transport of the ova and provide a site of fertilization. What does it mean? Fertilization, the process by which the male and female gamete fuse together. This is fertilization. Another part of female genital organ known as uterus. This uterus is a muscular organ and it is pear-shaped, located inside the pelvis, related to the urinary bladder and rectum. The uterus has three parts: upper part known as fundus, middle part known as body, lowest part known as cervix, and has three layers: the mucous layer known as endometrium, muscular layer known as myometrium, and outer covering layer known as perimetrium. So has three parts and three layers. Again, the part include fundus, body, cervix. The layer يعني الطبقات بتاعته بتتكون لي من شنو؟ endometrium, myometrium, perimetrium. Don't confuse between the part and layers. اللاير هي الطبقات، لما نقول البارت هي الأجزاء بتاعته. The last part of the female genital organ include vagina, which is a musculo-membranous tube about 7 to 9 centimeters in length. Extend from the uterus to the vestibule. It has two walls, anterior wall and posterior wall. The last part include the female external genitalia. The female external genitalia include clitoris, which is erectile tissue in the female, labia majora, labia minora, and here is the vestibule. Vestibule contain two orifices, anteriorly known as urethra orifice and posteriorly known as vaginal orifice. That is all about female genital organs. Thank you.